So, we've arrived in Les Houches. This is the start of probably the craziest thing I've ever done. But it's one of my favourite parts of the world. I'm going to be doing the Tour de Mont Blanc, or the TMB. And I'm going to be walking 180 kilometres around these mountains over the next 10 days or so. I can see the start just coming up. They've put a gateway which is like the official start. I need to buy gas first before I start because I'm camping all the way around, and I've just seen some beautiful pastries down in that little shop there, so I might get a croissant or a pain à raisin or something like that, give me some energy. But I've got to wait until the supermarket opens at 8 o'clock to get my gas, and I can go. So that is the start. I'll be back on the trail in a minute. So this first climb is up to Col de Vosa, and it's pretty brutal really. It's just hairpinning all the way up there. It's been pretty relentless, and it's only 10 past 9, and the air temperature's cool, but the sun is already hot. It's going to be 28 degrees today. This is the earliest I could set off, but it's amazing. Trail, got quite a few people on already, past the Malaysians, big group of Americans. I think they're being guided like they always are. They appear to be quite slow, and then there's a few people that have marched past me like it's the easiest thing in the world to them. But I've done plenty of walks and climbing, but the trail hasn't levelled off at all yet, and it's just pretty relentless. We're going into a forest again, so a bit of shade. See at the top. So made it to Col de Vosa. Coffee time. That's not a bad view. Beautiful little cafe. And we're right by the Mont Blanc railway, which goes up to about, I think it's about 2,500 metres. And we'll be walking up there towards the glacier. You can see through the trees. There's a big hotel up here. It's quite quiet actually. Really nice to get to the top. So I'm now on the variant, the first variant, which most people do. Takes me out to the Chamonix Valley and close to Blanc Glacier, and then between those two mountains there, and then down into the Contamine Valley. That is just one massive wall of ice and snow. It's stunning. And there is the railway that goes up to Mont Blanc. Okay, coming down from Col de Tricot there. I think it's about a 700 metre descent. Absolutely killer on the knees. I had my first fall. It was okay, just a bit of a shock really. By the time I got to the bottom, and this is Miage, little hamlet at the bottom. Beautiful little refuge and restaurant there. Recommend the miage salad, lovely food, nice big beer, beautiful scenery, and you get to see a lot of the people you've been walking with. Had a nice chat with an American couple from Carolina, and now we're just walking up to the next col, not very far, and then down to Lake Contamine, after which I should be able to find a campsite to stay the night. Really can't wait to finish today's walk. It has been brutal, to be honest, difficult, but absolutely amazing. Good morning, day 2. So my battery and my camera ran out about a couple of hours before my finish yesterday. I camped at Camping Le Pontet. It was fine, basic, quiet. I think I was asleep by about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Slept quite well, and up at 5. Took me an hour to have a coffee, pack up, on my way. So we're following a river valley, and just poking through the trees is Notre Dame de la Gorge, which is quite a famous church on this route. So I've done about 4 kilometres out, and this is Refuge de la Barne, I think. Beautiful morning. I've just made some porridge. So we are heading up there in a minute. So just coming up to Col Bonhomme, and this is the first snow crossing. I think it might even be the only one. Beautiful day. First time I've seen snow in ages. I've got to wait until July to see it. This is the highest point of today, at least I think it is. There's a refuge. I'll probably have lunch which is a little higher. People resting, it's a little shelter. I've seen really bad weather up here online. It's glorious there, it's not a breath of wind. And that's a path we came up. Right in the distance is Les Contamines. We started this morning, 4 hours ago, exactly 4 hours ago. So this is actually the highest point of today at 2,665 metres. Col de Vos. Just peeping out over the rock there. Mont Blanc. Here I'm drying my tent out. Good place to dry your tent. Light breeze, sun's on it, it should dry in about 5 minutes. This will be for me the highest point on the TMB. And I wish I could zoom in on this thing. Inside that valley is a winding path going up and up That's Cul-de-Sain, which will be tomorrow's high point, and that is the border of Italy. So the rest of the day, it is now 10 to 1. Made good progress. I'm going to head down soon and find a spot to wild camp for tonight. This is a nice little spot. Just had a little paddle. So I've just refilled with water. I actually ran out the 3 litres I filled up with this morning. The stream, there's been no animals above this level, so quite safe. Actually the water tastes amazing, so. But I thought I should show you this. This is how everything moves around in this part of the world. These are packs belonging to those hikers. Great way to do it, I suppose. And they've just got little day packs on, which will help tremendously. But yeah, that horse, mule, whatever it is, he's got quite a load on him, or her. Anyway, still heading down, downwards and downwards. I'm actually, due to the time I've made, I'm hoping to get a beer at the bottom, but let's see. Oh, this is the best €7 beer I think I've ever had. Well deserved. I'm at Refuge de Mont. It's converted dairy farm and accommodation and food. Just come down from right at the top there, the highest point. Today. Coming down wasn't as bad as yesterday. Still took absolutely ages. Well, it felt like ages at least. And I need to find somewhere to wild camp on the way in here. There's some ruined buildings and a girl had already put her tent up, so that is a backup if I don't find anywhere else. Wild camping around the refuge is interdit, forbidden. So I've spotted a spot up the hill, so I'm going to try and going up there first, make something to eat, and then once the crowds die down, I'll pitch my tent. So just found a spot to wild camp tonight, just above Refuge Les Montet, and this is view I've got. Glaciers tumbling down the mountains. It's only 6:30. Apparently it's legal after 7, but I thought what's half an hour, and there's nobody else around. So this is where I'll be tonight, and then tomorrow climbing straight up there, hopefully while it's still cool, and just beyond that ridgeline there is Italy. So looking forward to some pizza at some point tomorrow. It's day 3. Just packed up camp, on the move at 6, and although it's all dark, that's where I camped down there. See the sun, it's already on the top of the mountains, but it is nice and cool. It's probably, I don't know, 5 degrees, maybe a bit less, but I wasn't cold at all last night. Great sleeping bag. So hopefully I'll get to the top of the col before it starts to warm up. See you at the top. So we made it to Cul-de-Sain. Italian border, and this is a whole new world. Wow, I'm looking forward to this bit. So, this is not a bad coffee spot, is it? I'm at Refugio Elisabetta. Very nice inside, actually. Lovely staff. My Italian is nondescript, apart from good morning and thank you. They all spoke nice English. And this is the view down Balvenie towards Cormier. That's the route that we take today. About another 40 miles. Beautiful waterfalls. And great coffee, so I'm happy. So I'm drinking about 6 litres of water a day. It gets very hot in the afternoons. And these are all over the place. The water's coming directly down from the snow, and it actually tastes amazing. It's lovely water. So, plenty of water on the trek. Every few miles I see one of these. When I see one, I tend to just empty what water I've got left because it's warmed up, and then get a fresh batch of ice cold water. That's where I've come from, and I'm on my way to Cormier. This is such a spectacular part of the route. Surprisingly, the path is level, quite straight. So what that means is I can look at the scenery properly. First day I had to keep telling myself off for looking around me, and then realising I'm going to just trip up and end up being helicoptered off the mountain. But this is a beautiful walk. Even my mum and dad could cope with this one. And then, from the sublime, the bloody ridiculous, from that level path, it's a 600 metre climb up there, not too far off the top, but when you're faced with scenery like this, it keeps you going somehow. So this is the highest point of today, 2,500 metres, a little bit more. Really tough climb today. And that one in the middle is Mont Blanc. And that is the Balvenie down to Cormier. Right down in the valley there is my campsite tonight. I've got a long descent. I think it's about 1,600 metres, which is about 4,500 feet. Which is going to be a real killer, so I'm hoping it's not too steep. Good morning. It's officially day 4, although in reality it's day 5 because I had a rest day in Cormier. Needed that rest. much. However, I had a terrible sleep last night in the hotel. It was just far too hot. No aircon. Reached the top of the first climb to it today. It's just 2,000 metres. So I climbed 800 metres this morning. It is at 7:30. It took about 2 hours. This is Refugio Bertoni, I think it is. Very peaceful place. Lovely place to stay overnight. Very peaceful. So this is more like it. This is what I hoped Water TMB to be. Lovely level path. There are things to trip over and these amazing panoramic views. It's still early, still 8:30. I haven't actually seen anybody else on the trail yet, which I'm surprised. So I've just passed a refuge and tend to get out early. Anyway, got the place to myself. It's glorious. I think this is by far the best section. So, over on the horizon, somewhere in the distance there is Grand Col Ferret, that's it, Grand Col Ferret, which I'm hoping to get to camp tonight. And then that is Grand Duras, which is a really prominent mountain from the Chamonix side, at the end of the Mer de Glace. Aiguilles, hence Mont Blanc, and actually right in the distance there, just to the left of that pinnacle, there's a grassy col, and that is where we came over the border into Italy a couple of days ago. So this path is divine, so let's hope it stays like this. I'll see how I progress and see how things go. In case you're wondering what's in that box, basically it was some boxes of water, Coke, provisions for somewhere. So where it's going, no idea. Peaceful again. This is about the halfway point for today. I've just stopped at Refugio Bonatti, think that's the one. Had a coffee. Stopped by this lovely waterfall. I've got a long descent now, right down to the valley down there, and then a big climb at the end of the day. Still beautiful, still absolutely amazing. Climb's over for today. See where people are. That's grand call for it. Point of today. I'll see slide, but look at the view. Right on the horizon at the end of the valley, just to the left of that. And that's where we came up into Italy a couple of days ago. Can't believe I walked all that far. So that is going up the border of Switzerland. Again, a whole new world. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody was stood there selling bars of Toblerone? I very much doubt it, but it's just a thought. I need to decide whether I camp up here or head down. So I've got some hours before bedtime, I suppose. I really don't want to walk to this campsite. It's a long slog down. I'll make my mind up when I get to the top and see whether there's any spots for camping. See what the wind's like as well. No wind here. It was really windy down in the valley, but it's calm here. Morning. It's day 5 and I'm in Le Fouilly in Switzerland. My day yesterday turned out to be pretty grueling. Because I decided not to camp on the col, I had an extra 14 kilometres, which I think came to about 37 in total. Got to the campsite about 8 o'clock, really tired. I had something to eat, went straight to bed. I feel fine this morning. Nice campsite though, nice atmosphere. today. I was really looking forward to finding somewhere for a coffee. Never thought it would happen. Found this place. Isn't that idyllic? My coffee and apple tart. And actually, 8.50 francs. What's that? Under £8. Not bad, really. Beautiful little place though. Perfect. Day 6 on the Tour de Mont Blanc. Lovely campsite last night and relatively easy day yesterday. Champagne Lac. However, campsite was really noisy last night. Got up at 5. Surprised how many people were up at the same time. But there's an alternative route for this section that a lot of people do, and it goes over a very high mountain pass. I would have done it if I didn't have such a heavy pack, and if I wasn't such a clumsy person. It's very rocky, and I'm taking the slightly easier route. So, been on the go for about an hour and a quarter, an hour and 20 minutes. Left at about 10 to 6. And had some porridge and coffee about 5 minutes ago. Actually, I feel much better for that. Porridge has really helped in the mornings, and there's quite a few people about on the trail already. I think it's about 18 kilometres today. Got a big climb coming up in about probably about half an hour's time to today's high point, and then I descend down, still in Switzerland, to a valley called, I think it's Triont, and a kilometre south of the village is it's officially a campsite. I think it's very rough and ready. Given the noise last night, just people talking, I'll see how I feel, and I might continue on and wild camp tonight, but we'll wait and see. I've got company. Nearly finished today's climb of about 900 metres. Where's Daisy gone? Oh, there she is. on my way to Blanc to set up camp for the night. I've got all these switchbacks until I get past the tree line, and then I think I've got another 500 metres to climb. It's really hot now. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and the village where that little church is, that's where I had lunch. So onwards and upwards. Idea to do that climb at the end of the day paid off. Wasn't sure whether I'd find anywhere to camp. I think this campsite would be hard to beat. Mont Blanc there, all the aiguilles. Sun's going down over there, and set up camp for the night. Make something to eat. Sunset behind those peaks over there. I think after that long climb, I think I'll probably sleep really well tonight, and it'll be quiet up here. Now I've got my reasons for coming up here. The camping area, Le Petit, is very small, and when I was there, quite a few from the previous campsite had turned up, and they'd been quite noisy last night, so I decided, yeah, time to move on, and found the spot, very pleased with it, and that's the Chamonix Valley, and the end is in sight. Day 7, and we're back in the Chamonix Valley. Had an amazing night's sleep high up. It took me about 2.5 hours to come down to the very bottom. Gone through there, sun on the top there, and we're heading towards today's trail, which will take us right up there. Aiguille Rouge. My problem at the moment is I do not have water, and I cannot start this day's walk without it. So I'm hoping before the trail starts on the other side of the road, I find a water supply. If not, I'm going to have to come up with a plan B. So, a bit frustrating, but I couldn't find any water, so down that valley, found a stream, but yeah, it's in a quite big, well, it could be cattle, anything going into that water. So anyway, I used my water filter for the first time. Took a while to filter 3 litres, probably about 15 minutes, but it's already 10 to 9. And it's starting to get hot already. It's going to be about 34 degrees today. I really want to get this climb done a little bit earlier, but hey ho, there we go. Some beautiful peaks through there. The scenery should be amazing today. It's a 3-hour climb to the highest point, so let's get this done. Almost at the high point of today. So right in that middle ground, there's a col middle, that was Refuge de la Barbe, and that's where I camped just under last night. I'm right up here, and I'm walking along. It's stunning. It's very, very barren. There's no running water, no streams. So day 8, last day of the TMB. Just got this cable car up from Le Flégère, no, to Le Flégère from the Praz, from where I camped last night, and that's because of the lack of water up here, so I couldn't camp up here. And entering the final ascent to that peak up there called the Blanc. It's a 900 metre climb and then a big descent to Les Ouches. So this is it, the last day, and I've got a tiny pack on because all my stuff's down at the valley and the campsite. It feels as though I'm carrying nothing out, 3 litres of water, but it feels as light as a feather. Col Brabant, and brings you into a whole new world. Dry, barren rock. I think it's snow down there. Yeah, above the snow line. I'm heading upwards. I think it's going to be quite a tricky, rocky climb, but I'll take my time. We should be up at the top of Le Brabant, I think in about an hour. finished.